What if your customers are trying to find your business online, but instead of finding you, they find your competitors? Now, more than ever, it's time to make sure you have the right SEO to make your business stand out online. Welcome to Go Mind Your Business with Terry Bork, presented by Extreme Marketing Concepts, putting your business in front of the hungry herd of buyers who are looking for you right now. Extreme Marketing Concepts, helping you drive more traffic, dominate the market, and crush your competition. And now, here's Terry.
Hello, everybody. Happy New Year and welcome again to Go Mind Your Business, part of the Togwad Radio Network. I am so excited to be here today. We're in a new studio in Carrollwood. I have an amazing guest with me, Donna Reedy of Finishing Touch Gourmet Salts, and we have an awesome packed program for you today. I would like to thank Extreme Marketing Concepts for sponsoring our program as well today. The Togwad Network just opened a second location here in the Carrollwood area, and we have this beautiful studio. It's nice, it's soundproof, and Nolan Ray and the Togwad gang have really done a fabulous job in just putting together a beautiful location for us to record our shows for our Carrollwood area friends. I want to introduce my guest, Donna. Donna, welcome to our program.
Thank you so much, Terry. It's really a pleasure to be here today.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited to talk to you, Donna. Donna is, again, with Finishing Touch Gourmet Salts. And I just want to tell you a little bit about Donna before we move forward. Donna has a strong business background. For 29 years, she worked in the global travel management and procurement arena for the Wall Street financial institutions in New York and several Fortune 500 companies down here in Florida. In addition, Donna has owned several small businesses, a corporate travel agency, a real estate appraisal firm, an internet retail business, and a power seller for Waterford Crystal on eBay for 6 years. Wow. She relocated to Florida in 1996, and she's held travel management positions with several large corporations throughout the state. And it was during this time that Donna became fascinated with sea salt and the harvesting process. And after much research and prompting from her husband and a missionary message from her pastor, Donna launched Finishing Touch Gourmet Salts in October of 2011. So I'm really excited to share with you how you can spice up your life and put some flavor and some pizzazz in some of the stuff that you're cooking, and maybe other arenas that Donna's going to talk to us about today. So it's going to be really, really special. So again, Donna, welcome to our program.
Thank you, Terry.
So tell me a little bit about you and how you got started in the gourmet salt area.
Well, like you said, I'd been fascinated by sea salts for a very long time, and at that time I was in the corporate world, and it wasn't the right time to make a move and get into that type of a business. But I studied it for a long time, and of course, living where we do and close to the ocean, it made it even more interesting. And
right.
Not too long ago, actually, the prompting came when I was actually sitting in church, and the pastor was talking about missions and missionaries and giving back to society. And I basically did one of these, nudged my husband and said, honey, this is the time. I need to do this now.
Right.
And by launching Finishing Touch Gourmet Salts, actually what's behind the business is what it's all about. And it's about giving back to my charities, which are here local in the Tampa Bay area, and that would be Hope Children's Home.
Right.
And feeding children everywhere.
Awesome. So that's awesome. So you founded your company in 2011, Finishing Touches Gourmet Salts, and you established your online presence in April of 2012.
Correct.
Great. Now, I don't know if you can see in front of us, there's some selections from Donna's Sea Salt collection, and they come in beautiful bottles where people can go and put these in their spice rack, right? And just grab them when they're cooking to add some flavor.
Absolutely.
And I hope that you all can see the salts that I'm holding up right here. So, and these have a yummy flavor. They make everything smell so amazing. Okay, so let's talk about sea salt specifically. Where exactly does sea salt come from?
Well, sea salts come from all around the world, not only from our oceans, but also from rivers and from salt water lakes.
Okay.
A lot of people don't realize that. Our salts come from many different countries. We have multiple salts that we've procured from France, Australia, the Himalayan mountain area, and also the Hawaii and the Northwest Pacific. So we have quite a variety.
Okay. Awesome. Terrific. Now, one of the things, as Donna shared with us before, is she gives back to our local community. She gives back to Hope Children's Home and Feeding Children Everywhere, both located here in Tampa, Florida, and they're the main recipients of the fruits of your labor, if you will. So tell us a little bit more about how you support the charity.
Actually, we support the charity through giving back a third of our net profits
Wow, okay.
to both of these charities. And we specifically chose them because my husband and I had been involved with Hope Children's Home for a number of years. But we're so proud of what they do over there. It's such important work. Hope Children's Home, I'm not sure if you're familiar with them. They're in the Citrus Park area, and they have been saving children for more than 40 plus years. They've saved more than 5,000 children. And Terry, basically they bring in children that are abused, have been abandoned, literally left on their doorstep, and they raise these children. They have a Christian school there on the property, and the children stay there and right through their high school years and sometimes through their college years.
Okay.
But it's such an impressive institution, and that's one of the reasons why I chose them.
I got it. Okay. Awesome. Okay. And then, I know that you were just recently featured in November 2012, or not really featured, but published in a book, an amazing new book, The New Renaissance of Italian Fusion Cuisine 3.0, The Ruby, which is the third edition of a wonderful trilogy. This amazing 160-page book is full of innovative recipes, personal stories, amazing pictures performed by the superfood photographer Alan D. Herrera, where culinary artist and Italian celebrity chef Gianfranco Chiarini?
Gianfranco Chiarini.
Oh, okay.
Very good. Very
Tried.
good.
Fuses Italian culinary creativity with the beauty and products of foreign lands. It's rated as the projected best culinary book for 2013. So you surely don't want to pass up the amazing opportunity to review this book, or the entire trilogy, actually. And you can find a copy of the book on the website, which is finishingtouchsalts.com. So I know that you have a sample of your book on our table. You want to show it, hold it up for us, and tell us a little bit about how you are featured in the book a little bit?
Well, it's a little bit difficult to see the actual photos, but it is beautiful. It's a truly an amazing culinary work of art. And the chef has produced probably 50 recipes that are in this book. The photography is absolutely amazing. And I look at the photos and the recipes as a work of art.
Sure.
It actually almost appears to me that the chef, through his passion and his culinary his artistic ability, it's almost like he's painting a picture on a canvas. It's absolutely gorgeous. What he has done is he has not only produced his recipe for us, but also my salts are included in the recipe, and there's photos of my salts with each recipe, which is wonderful. I'm truly humbled and feel very blessed to have the opportunity to be a part of this book.
Oh, awesome. Well, I'm excited. The book layout is magnificent.
It is.
And it's so clear, and it makes it so super simple for folks like me who, cooking is not my forte. Eating is my forte. But not so much cooking. So it just makes a nice step-by-step process, and the pictures let me know that I'm on track, and it's very easy to follow. And then the salts, of course, add so much flavor and make the house smell so yummy.
Thank
so
you.
awesome, yep. So Donna, there's hundreds of varieties of sea salts, and they all vary in color. Many of the colors are beautiful and unusual, which makes me wonder if salts died.
That's a A very good, excellent point, Terry. I get that question from most everyone. Everywhere I speak, that's one of the first questions that I get. And no, the salts are not dyed. All of our salts, first of all, they're 100% natural,
Right.
totally unadulterated, unrefined. The color of the salts actually comes from where they're produced, but also from the nutrients that are in the water. For example, the Hawaiian Alea sea salt from Hawaii is a very rich, deep red, and sometimes it's kind of a burnt reddish brown color, and it's gorgeous. But it gets that color actually from the clay in the pond where the salt is evaporated. So it's not dyed. It's actually gorgeous.
Oh, okay. So it is that color. Okay.
It is a color. The Himalayan salt actually is a lovely color. It's known for its beautiful pink crystals. Quite often, when I get that salt in, it will be a slightly different color.
Okay.
And again, the color is dictated by the amount of nutrients that are and other elements that are in the sea salt. So they're beautiful. We also have a vintage Merlot sea salt. Now that's a little bit different. Yes, it is very, very good. One of my favorites, definitely a mac and cheese luxury. But the color comes from the actual Merlot wine vat. And it's basically a white Mediterranean sea salt that has been put into this vat, and that's where it's pulling its color from. It's gorgeous.
Okay. Oh, awesome. Awesome. You know, Donna, there's so much awareness about sea salts as of late, and the claims are that they're healthier than table salts. Does sea salt have a health benefit, and how does it differ from ordinary table salt?
Sea salt does have some health benefits, but from the standpoint that because you're using a flake salt or a coarse salt, and you're truly just needing a pinch of salt on your food, you are actually consuming much less sodium.
Okay.
So from our standpoint, we say that it is healthier, but sodium is sodium.
Right.
And I know there are a lot of people nowadays that are starting to watch your sodium intake a little bit more, as we all should be.
Right.
But the key that I advocate to people is, instead of using your salt shaker, cook your food. You don't even need to cook with salt, but if you do feel that you need to do that, that's fine. But once your food is cooked, plate it, put it on your plate, taste your food. It may not even require any salt. Once you taste your food, then you can just truly take a pinch of sea salt and sprinkle it over your food. And you'd be amazed at how much less sodium you're consuming.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I know, like, folks, like, I'm hypertensive, so the doctors have told me to take virtually all salt out of my diet. So, you know, my kids share that I'm pretty bland. However, you know, you don't have too much problem with hypertension salt with sea salt, because you're just using just a little piece, correct?
Well, it's something that I always tell people, check with your doctor first. Quite often I'm finding that have been told to reduce their sodium amount, are turning to me for sea salt, but truly they're only using a pinch, if even that. We have several flake salts, and as a matter of fact, I don't have that in front of me, but we have some flake salts that are quite large flakes, and you can actually put 2 or 3 flakes on your food, and that's it.
And that's it.
And that's absolutely it. So you're hardly consuming any sodium. And the other thing is, too, Terry, that the salts are much more robust. The flavor is much more magnified than the flavor that you get from your salt shaker. So that's one of the reasons, too, that you need to use so little.
Got that. Okay. Yeah, it totally makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
It does.
To get that salty flavor, keep going and go, go, go.
Well, it's a habit. So we try to tell people, stop and think about it. Think before you eat.
Right.
Less is more, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you're just joining us today, welcome to Go Mind Your Business on the Talk WOD Business Show. My name is Terry Bork, and I'm sitting here with Donna Reedy, owner of Finishing Touch Gourmet Salt. If you have questions for Donna and would like to reach her, you can call her at 813-375-1070. That's her office line. Or you can call her here at the studio at 813-639-TALK. That's just for now, though. Later on, she'll be back at her office number, which is 813-375-1070. So, Donna, what is blended fusion and smoked salt?
Well, we're talking about 3 different types of salts, and when you're looking online or you're looking in the stores, we're seeing a lot of everything, whether it's just pure sea salt or it's a blended salt. For example, we offer an Italian black truffle sea salt, which it's beautiful. What it is, it's a white Mediterranean sea salt, and it's been blended with the black truffles from Italy, which are mushrooms, and it has a very distinct aroma and taste. It's magnificent on popcorn. You can tell the kinds of foods that I like to eat.
Me too. I'm right with you, girl.
But often I see spices and herbs that are combined with sea salt. We do not produce any of those. I believe that your spices and your herbs are very important and they stand on their own. So I tend to not want to mix them and sell a blended salt in that respect. You asked about smoked salts. We do have 2 smoked salts. They're magnificent. We have a hickory smoked sea salt and also an applewood smoked sea salt.
This one right here, it's an awesome salt.
Yes, and the aroma.
Oh, we get to open that. We're going to have smell-o-vision here at Talk Wad. It smells like, like bacon or like a cured,
campfire?
like campfire bacon, like you're cooking on a cook stove. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Oh my God, you got to sample this. This is amazing. It does smell like you're hanging out at a campfire,
That's
getting
right.
ready to cook some marshmallows or something up there. Awesome.
Yeah, the smoked salts are particularly nice. They're actually very good on quite a lot of foods that you wouldn't even think of. One of, obviously, if you like to barbecue and you enjoy your steak, the smoked salts are excellent on the steaks. I particularly like in the morning with my breakfast beefsteak tomatoes, which we have a lot of those here in Florida. Nice, juicy red beefsteak tomatoes with a hickory smoked salt on it. It's excellent.
Yeah.
And it's funny because some people don't like fruits and vegetables, but they put a little bit of their sea salt on it, and now they love it.
Oh.
But these smoked salts are actually smoked over a fire, the actual fire. So you have your applewood, which is a fruity type of flavor or aroma, and then of course the hickory, which is a little bit more robust or a little bit stronger than the applewood.
Okay.
They're also very good on fruits and vegetables, excellent on fish and poultry.
Awesome. So Donna, there's so many types of sea salt in the stores, and we're sitting here, we have a whole case displayed in front of us now. I don't know how to prepare the proper salt with my food. How can I learn about doing that better, or which ones are going to be working right for the meal that I'm going to consume tonight or want to take a stab at?
Well, you are aware of our website, which is finishingtouchsalt.com. And with each salt, we do have a little description of the salt and where it comes from, what it's best used with, how you pair it with certain foods.
Okay.
And we do offer some recipes.
Right.
What we have done on all of our labels on our jars, we actually have placed a QR code. So when this jar sits on the shelf in the grocery store, and you walk up to the aisle and you're seeing all these gorgeous colors staring at you, it's like,
Right.
gosh, I really would like to try this sea salt, but I don't have any idea what to do with it. And of course, if you use your phone and you look at the QR code, it'll take you directly to the salt on the website, and you'll be able to see what recipes might be good for you and how to use it.
That's an ingenious idea, and I'm just going to grab this bottle from you, and I'm going to hold this up again so that y'all can see it. This is the smoked wood bacon, and then you'll notice in the right-hand side of the label itself is where there's the QR code that you can snap with your phone, and again, it'll take you right to Donna's website and give you some recipes and some pairings. What an ingenious idea, Donna. Great thought in your marketing there.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. Cool. So there's a a lot of good things intended for you so that you know how to eat healthy. And if you want to do chicken and you want to spice it up just a little bit, you can figure out which one's going to work best for you tonight. Yum.
Oh,
Okay.
definitely.
Cool.
One thing that is an interesting concept, and we are just starting to do this, to put together a salt tasting gathering, kind of along the lines of a wine tasting event. And we recently did a tasting over the holidays, and it was a very small group of people, but it was very interesting because we had a gentleman that really does not like his fruits and vegetables. And he
My kids.
really didn't want a whole lot to do with the sea salt, but his wife convinced him, okay, honey, let's try these different things. And we offered fruits, vegetables, and of course chocolate to test each salt. And it was absolutely amazing. At the end of the event, he actually was just enthralled and fascinated by these sea salts, bought all the sea salts, and now he eats his fruits and vegetables.
Oh, good. Well, good. His wife must be happy he's eating healthier. What type of consumers purchase from Finishing Touch Gourmet Salt?
We actually have a lot of food aficionados. We do have chefs, and we sell retail online. We also can sell, we have the ability to sell wholesale. So if a restaurant is obviously needing bulk, then we sell to restaurant owners. We are starting to get people that are just interested. They know nothing about it, and now they're getting to learn a little bit about it. Typically, they'll call me and say, hey, I've read everything on the website, but I'm really not sure what I should start with.
Sure.
And then I can kind of talk them through it, find out what it is that how they eat, what types of foods, etc.
Oh, okay,
So
great.
we have quite an array of different people.
Oh, perfect. Can you help me understand, Donna, how sea salt is produced?
Sea salt is produced in a couple of different ways. All of our sea salts are hand harvested. Like I said before, they are totally natural and unrefined, so there's nothing in them. They're strictly pure sea salt. And they come from a process where each grain actually is, the actual ocean water is confined in let's say a pool. So we have these little tidal pools of salt water, and through the sun and the wind, they're evaporated, and that's where we end up with our sea salt.
Okay.
Now, we do have a Himalayan pink salt, but that's actually harvested a little bit different. That's mined.
Okay.
And it's mined because it comes from the Himalayan mountain area, and it actually is mined from caverns that were years and years and thousands of years ago, oceans.
Okay, awesome. Good deal. And again, I want to go back to the low salt diet just for a minute. Is sea salt really better for me than a table salt?
In my opinion, I would say yes.
Yes, because you're using less.
Because you're using less.
Okay.
Again, the sodium content is the same as your table salt. There is a difference with the table salt. You'll find that there are anti-caking agents,
Right.
and some chemicals. Now there is iodine that's added to the table salt, where
Right.
there is no iodine in your sea salt.
Okay, so there's no additional things added to your salts at all. It's just the salt. There's not all this manufacturing going on and all this other peptides and peptides and all this other stuff attached to it. You get all those tides and all those words you can't pronounce with salt.
That
You're
is
like,
correct.
I just want salt. Okay.
That's correct.
Okay, so and again, the salts smell amazing, and the flavor that they add to the food is phenomenal. So, I say give it a chance, Again, if you're just joining us, we are speaking with Donna Reedy, owner of Finishing Touch Gourmet Salt. And Donna has an amazing website filled with all sorts of salt information and amazing recipes on how to use the salt and for which food to pair it with. And you can find her website at www.finishingtouchsalts.com, all one word. Again, it's www.finishingtouchsalts.com. Okay. So tell us how you started Gourmet Salts, Donna. Finishing Touch Gourmet Salts, excuse me.
I actually started the company. I did a lot of research because I wanted to be very sure that I was purchasing quality salt. And what I found through my research are the best sources to buy my salts through, and know that they go through a rigorous process. They're both kosher and organic, and I know they're clean, and I was very concerned that I wanted to have the best product possible for my consumers.
Got it. Okay. Terrific. This is Go Mind Your Business on TalkWad Radio. We're going to take just a quick little break and get with our sponsor, Extreme Marketing Concepts, and we'll be right back after this message. Hello again and welcome back to Go Mind Your Business on all of your business radio here at the TalkWad Network. My name is Terry Bork, and today my very special guest is Donna Reedy of Finishing Touch Salt. Extreme Marketing Concepts is an internet marketing company here in the Tampa Bay area. We service clients all over the world. If you're looking to get your phones ringing and it's not happening, or you can't be found for how you service others online in the area that you service, give us a call at 813-863-1452, and we will get with you and help you understand what we can do to help you. Again, our phone number is 813-863-1452. We are speaking with Donna Reedy over at Finishing Touch Gourmet Salt. If you have some questions about proper pairings for salts, you can reach her at 813-375-1070. She is happy to help you and help you pair the proper salt with what it is that you're going to cook for dinner tonight, or whatever else the occasion is. My favorite, she just mentioned, is she'll partner salt with chocolate for you, so you can make the best chocolate covered pretzel or whatever it is. I'm fascinated that you can pair salts with chocolate. So definitely something that we want to look into further with Donna. So Donna, does Finishing Touch Gourmet Salt have a physical store location?
Actually, Terry, we do not have a physical location.
Okay.
We do have an online presence, and we get a lot of activity on our website, and that's where most of our sales come from. But we also are located in some stores in Pinellas County, and within the next couple of months we'll be located in several stores throughout the Tampa Bay area.
Awesome. So people will be able to pick up your products right off the shelf in several of the stores that we have.
That's correct.
Oh, that'll be so great. And again, if you're stuck in the store and you're not sure what to do, you can just scan the back of the bottle for that QR code, and I'm sure many recipes are going to pop up, and you're going to know how to partner that. I know we're all going to be standing there going, which one's chocolate? Which is your favorite one with chocolate? Do you have one? I'm just curious.
Actually, I love the Fleur de Sal. The Fleur de Sal sea salt is actually the flower of salt. That's what it's considered. It is the creme de la creme of sea salts. It is a lacy flake. It's beautiful. It has a very delicate flavor, and of course the texture is delicate. But what's really interesting, when you pair whatever sea salt it is with the chocolate, an interesting concept that you might want to try. If you have, let's say a dark chocolate, a piece, and you take your lighter and you just quickly run it over the top just to warm it a little bit,
Okay.
not to melt it, and then just take a pinch of any of the sea salts. They're all magnificent on it. when you go to eat your chocolate, place it upside down in your mouth. So
Okay.
it's upside down on your tongue, and you're going to actually get the flavor of the sea salt and then combined with the chocolate. It's pretty amazing,
That's
actually.
pretty awesome. I see a new way to make a
you gotta
s'mores
try.
coming, you know. I'm going to get myself some, the applewood smoke, which smells like the fire. Have all that salt going on. Oh, that is really a great way to sample some chocolate. I think I'm running to the store right after our program today.
Another very easy thing for you to do, and this came in quite handy over the holidays, and I've had a lot of people on the website say, oh, thank you, you saved me. If you have people coming to your home and it's kind of unexpected and all of a sudden you need to have some type of a little appetizer or just something light, what my husband and I have found is because we always have chocolate in our house, of course we have sea salt, and we always have French bread.
Ooh.
What we've actually done is we take the French bread and we slice it kind of thin, and actually we toast it in the oven, just lightly brown it, and it has olive oil on it. And then when you pull it out of the oven and you put just a little bit of piece of chocolate on it, that chocolate is going to soften, not melt.
Right.
It's just going to soften, and then you sprinkle a little bit of sea salt over it, and it's excellent.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
It's easy.
Oh yeah, excellent. Okay, do y'all get that? We're all gonna go, and the price of chocolate's going up. I think tomorrow, especially for me, my dark chocolate's my favorite because they told me that was healthy. Now I got my healthy salt with my healthy chocolate. I'm good to go, Donna.
Great.
Thank you for that recipe.
Great.
You know, I like to eat a lot of fish. And especially now, lots of people are trying to be, you know, it's January, so we all have our New Year's resolutions that we're going on. So a lot of us are trying to eat more fish and more poultry and things that are being healthier for us, trying to take a lot of salt so that we don't hold on to that water retention that salt is famous for. Can you give me an idea of a great way to prepare fish with some of the salt? Can you help me?
Sure, absolutely. Whether you are one that likes to cook your fish on the stove, or if you grill it. We grill most of our foods. But
Me too.
if you grill, take for example a piece of salmon on the grill, and we put nothing on it, but once it's plated, one of the salts that we particularly enjoy from a couple standpoints is the Cyprus Black Pyramid sea salt.
Ooh, okay.
And that is, it's a flaky salt. They're actually little pyramids. They look like little pyramids. And it only takes a few pieces of salt to really enhance the food.
Right.
And what actually happens with sea salts, it's not necessarily the flavor, because many of them don't have a flavor per se unless it's a blended salt. It is what happens when you place the sea salt on the food and how it interacts.
Okay.
So your Cyprus Black Pyramid sea salt may be very different as far as the taste on fish versus how it could be on maybe a white fish or pictured on a white gravy. But what is interesting about the sea salts, regardless of what type it is, but especially on fish, because fish is kind of soft in texture,
Correct.
there's always, when you're enjoying your sea salt in your meal, you're enjoying, or you're actually experiencing all five senses. You're using all five senses. So it's your sight and the aroma or your smell, the taste, the touch, and the hearing. There's actually a texture. So you actually get a little bit of a crunch.
Oh, wow.
So that makes it very exciting. That's one way that you can really jazz up just an ordinary meal with sea salt.
Got it. Now, you know, you talk about placing the salt on after the meal is cooked. Now, I know, like, sometimes with beef, you let it rest before you slice it. With fish, do you wait before you season it when it comes out of the oven prepared, or do you just season it right when it comes out? What's the best way?
I don't.
Well, not season, but it's probably the wrong word, but salt it, you know, put your couple pieces of salt on top right when it comes out, when it's kind of still hot, or do you let it sit first and then, you know?
What I actually do is once it's ready to be plated, that is at the point where I would use a sea salt, because again, you want to taste your food
Right.
to make sure that it really does need sea salt,
Oh, okay,
especially
got
if you've
that.
not put any other spices or anything else on it.
Okay.
So it's just your pure fish or beef or whatever. But you really want to plate it take a taste, see if it needs something extra. And it's usually going to be that little extra bit of salt that is going to really enhance the flavor.
Got that. Okay, that helps me a lot. So perfect there. So why would someone purchase their salts from Finishing Touch Gourmet Salts and not from any other location or another store?
I think for various reasons, Terry. I think one, especially if it's someone that's local, and they know that a percentage of the profits from every jar goes to our two charities, Feeding Children Everywhere
Right.
and Hope Children's Home. So knowing that you're making a purchase and something is going back to help these children get out of these bad situations, I think just is an extra push towards making that purchase. Also, I believe that as people get to know Finishing Touch Gourmet Salts and where we procure our salts from, they do know that they're getting a quality product. And of course, if they've been buying and now they're continuing, they're repeat buyers, but they know that they're getting a good product. If you're in the grocery store and you're looking at several different types of salts, you may not necessarily know which salt is good, how it was actually processed. Was it hand harvested? Was it done by huge machines? Is it chemically free? What's been added to it that maybe is not on your label? And you look at our labels and everything in here is pure. There's no additives.
Got it.
So I think it's really important that you know that you're buying from a reputable source.
Absolutely. It makes so much sense to know what's going in your bottle. And then, and I know that you've got the recipes paired beautifully, and it works with a great cookbook, or a trilogy of cookbooks, actually, I should say. And then there's you in case somebody has a question on the best way to partner or to pair their salt with the dish, or I want to make something special tonight. Maybe you can give me an idea or something.
Absolutely.
So awesome. So you've got all that, and you've got that with Donna. And again, you can reach Donna by calling her at 813-375-1070. And I will tell you, she is awesome about getting back to you and truly helping you find the best salt for whatever it is you're going to be cooking up in your kitchen, and just enhancing and putting your life and spicing up your life just a little bit. So for potential customers who are interested in purchasing your salts from Finishing Touch Gourmet Salt, is there a customer service department or a representative that folks can speak to regarding ordering from you?
Yes, there is a customer service department, and our hours for our online store or for to reach customer service are Monday through Saturday from 9 to 6.
Okay.
And there's always someone available to ask that question of whether it's a question about the sea salt or how to pair it, or perhaps a question about shipping.
Okay. Beautiful. Okay. And do you ship your salts internationally, Donna?
International shipping is very expensive.
Okay.
For an individual to purchase 1 or 2 jars of sea salt, it probably isn't going to be an expense that they want to incur. It would be very, very expensive. But for someone that is purchasing a large quantity of sea salt, perhaps buying a couple of cases or buying it in bulk, then absolutely.
Okay. Great. And do you deliver the orders in Tampa Bay, or do you ship those?
In the Tampa Bay area, and including Pasco, Pinellas, and Hillsborough counties, I deliver unless someone specifically wants it shipped for some reason. I prefer to deliver it because, like I said, it is, local shipping is very expensive as well.
Sure.
You'd be surprised. It's actually much more expensive to ship here within the Tampa Bay area than it is to ship something out all the way to California. So
wow.
to save that money for my customer, yes, I deliver.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Great. But if somebody wanted to ship to California, they certainly can, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Using your California sample. Okay. Okay, perfect. Can you tell us about some of the various types of spice? I would love to share with listeners some of the varieties that you carry.
Of our sea salts?
Absolutely.
We have a sel gris, which some people pronounce it as sel gris. It's a very good starter salt. When people come to me and say, Donna, I really would like to try some of your sea salts, I don't know where to start, but I just want to replace the table salt at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And quite often I'll start with that salt. It's pretty amazing. It's a very, very moist salt. It's actually spelled S-E-L, and then it's G-R-I-S. I call it sel gris. It's very moist. It's kind of a grayish hue.
Okay.
And that color comes from the amount of nutrients. It's very nutrient rich. That's what actually makes it a little bit of a grayish color.
Okay. Okay.
That's a coarse salt.
A coarse salt. What's the different coarse and fine? What does that mean to me?
Oh, we have coarse, we have fine, we have flake.
You said triangular. I didn't know salt came that way.
Well, actually, we have 3 flake salts. We have the fleur de sel, or fleur de sal, which is a lacy flake. We also have a salt called Murray River, which is interesting because it's the only salt from a river. It comes from the Murray River in Australia.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful, you'll see it, it's a lovely peachy flake salt. And it has a little bit of a sweet note to it.
Okay.
It's excellent on fish. It's great on everything, but it's really good on fish.
Okay.
Another flake salt would be the black cypress pyramid, which I mentioned before, which looks like the little black pyramids. Beautiful flaky salt. In addition, we have your Himalayan pink salt, which is a coarse salt. So as you look at it and you feel the grains of salt, it's not quite as fine. Certainly much more granular, I guess you'd say, than table salt. Table salt's very fine. They make it that way, and it comes out of a shaker very easily.
Right.
With our salts, none of them come out of a shaker.
Right.
If you want to use a special grinder for a particular salt, you can do that. But we have them in a coarse grain, which again is used just as a pinch.
Sure.
And then we have, let me think for a second. Gosh, I lost my train of
No,
thought.
you're fine. We were just talking about the different types of grains and the different types of varietals that you have on the sea salt itself. And, you know, in looking at this one, I'm looking here at the Applewood smoked sea salt. Oh, I hate that. I do that all the time. It kind of looks like a spice in how its thickness and how big it is. So not as fine as if it would come out of the salt shaker. So this is what if I wanted to not use maybe a small little clump, I can just put that in a little grinder and use it like a little salt, grind it up to be smaller. Is that what you're meaning?
You can do that. I would be very careful, and I hesitate to do that because you want to make sure that you're still...
Don't want too much.
That's exactly right. And if you put it in a grinder and then you start grinding away, you're going to find that you're using much more salt than you need. And not only is it going to taste bad, but it's not going to be good
Well, I'm
for you.
glad that you told me that because I'm thinking, I can grind this stuff nice and tiny and go to town with myself.
Oh,
So I don't want to
please.
do that. No, okay. So I just want just a nice dash or a nice little pinch.
Just a
and
pinch.
that's all I'm going to do.
That's it.
Now, can you, if you're making like sauce, I know a lot of people Italian, we all, well, I'm not Italian, but I pretend on Wednesdays when it's Prince Spaghetti Day to be Italian and I make my sauce. Can I actually put the salt in my pot to cook with the sauce itself so it starts to get that nice flavor throughout my sauce, or do I want to put that in at the end as well? Is that something I should sample or play with, or not really?
You can play with it, but Terry, what I suggest is that you don't put the salt into your water and
Not the water,
personally-
but the spaghetti
or-
sauce
well-
itself when I'm making
well,
sauce.
even into the
Oh, okay.
sauce. Because once the salt is in there, it's going to melt and it's going to lose its flavor.
Oh, okay. It does
so
do that.
I think you're really better off if you want a little extra enhancement at the end when you put your sauce on your plate, and then again.
Okay, again, just sprinkle it on top, kind of like with
Right.
my cheese.
So you're
my
not-
cheese, my salt, I'm
exactly.
good. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's really perfect. Great.
Right, and then watch if you're using cheese. Here's a good example. Depending upon the type of cheese you have, if you have a shredded cheese, then you want to find a salt or choose a salt that might pair nicely also with that cheese.
Okay, perfect. Oh, that really helps me tremendously, Donna. Thank you. We've been looking at some great salt today from Donna Reedy over at Finishing Touch Gourmet Salts. Donna can be reached at 813-375-1070. Her mailing address is 3837 Northdale Boulevard, Suite 296 here in Tampa, Florida, 33624. And for amazing recipes, ideas, and the opportunity to purchase some of her salts, you can find her website at www.finishingtouchsalts.com. Also remember that proceeds from the sale of Donna Salt do go back to benefit children in our area. Donna supports 1/3 of her net profits go to Hope Children's Home and Feeding Children Everywhere. Both of these are located here in Tampa, and they're really the main recipients of this company's labor. So, it's important to Donna to give back. So I think it's a great way to support our community and also to support Donna and also maintain a healthy lifestyle. So great. Donna, is there anything else that you wanted to share with us today, maybe that we haven't covered?
One thing that I'd like to point out, when we're talking about the sea salts and the fact that we have a QR code that takes you directly to the salt and the recipes, but also, this is our famous chef, Gianfranco Chiarini.
Oh, okay.
He's
right
the top,
the top of the
jars.
jar.
When you go to our website, not only will you see his book, but you'll also see you can peruse the recipes in his book. I believe there's 23 pages that you can actually look at. And so not only are you able to look at his recipes, but our recipes as well. And there's a lot of information, and there will be more from the chef that is very educational. One aspect of this business that I'm finding it's very, very important, and didn't realize at first how important it would be that that many, many people don't know really what's behind sea salt. It's the hype. We're with all the food shows on TV these days, and sea salt is being used, but people really don't understand it. So one of the things that we're trying to do at Finishing Touch Gourmet Salts is put together a series of short videos that will actually help to educate potential consumers so they know, where does sea salt come from? What do you look for when you make a purchase? How do you use it? How do you pair it, etc.? But that's a key.
Okay, great. And the name of the book is The Ruby. So your salts are paired in there. They can see how to use your salt in a beautiful book that's very well illustrated, very well laid out, easy to follow. Outstanding recipes. So you definitely want to pick that up for yourself as well. And I know it makes a great gift. I know we just passed the big holiday season, but you can cook for your lover coming up here in February, and always, every single day. I cook for my lovelies all the time. My little kids, they like to eat every single day, and I know that this will be very healthy for them. Donna, I want to thank you so much for spending time with us today here on Go Mind Your Business. It was my pleasure to have you.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Thank you, Terry.
Oh, it was great. And again, you can reach Donna at 813-375-1070 or visit her website for finishingtouchsalts.com. You can order any salts that you'd like right off the website itself. You can call the customer service line if you have any questions. They're awesome. They'll be happy to help you pair a nice salt right with your dinner this evening, and then you can get that delivered to you. For those that are local in the Tampa Bay area, those who live a little bit further out, shipping might be the best option for you, or your next trip in. And then coming soon, you can find the great salts on a shelf in your favorite store. And if it's not there, make sure you tell the store so they can contact Donna and put them right in there. So that's the best way. Publix does it all the time. So just tell them that you want it and they'll bring it. My name is Terry Borg with Extreme Marketing Concepts, putting you in front of the hungry herd of buyers who are looking for your business right now. If you're not on the first page of Google, that is your business. Help getting you there is ours. We can be reached at 813-863-1452. And today our show is brought to you again by Extreme Marketing Concepts here at the TalkWad Network. Please check out the other shows on TalkWad Network by visiting www.talkwad.com. Again, from our brand new beautiful studios here in Carrollwood, I wish you a very, very happy new year, and I will see you next time. And I remind you to go mind your business. Have an outstanding day. Take care now. Bye.
What if your customers are trying to find your business online, but instead of finding you, they find your competitors? Now, more than ever, it's time to make sure you have the right SEO to make your business stand out online. Welcome to Go Mind Your Business with Terry Bork. Presented by Extreme Marketing Concepts, putting your business in front of the hungry herd of buyers who are looking for you right now. Extreme Marketing Concepts, helping you drive more traffic, dominate.